This is Wake the F Up podcast.
F is for fabulous.
I'm Andy Dooley.
And I'm Kat Torres. Wake the F Up is all about celebrating the great drama of life, the beauty and the brutality. And
tapping into your true divinity, your creativity, because you are the universe pretending to be human.
It's fabulous. The whole idea is to get free, right?
K stands for kisses. I love kisses, and kisses are such a beautiful thing. It's such a unique, beautiful human thing that we can give a friend a kiss, a lover a kiss. We can give a dog or a cat a kiss. We little kisses, and what a little, just like a little love spark, a love energy that you can give, and you can just kiss the sky, kiss the nature, kiss a cup of coffee, tell someone to kiss my ass, kisses.
It's so great when you get kissed by the universe too, like a little winks, little kisses. That's a magic feeling again.
Welcome to Wake the F Up podcast with Dooley and Dawes.
Thank you very much for turning up, everybody. What an amazing time Andy's had in Tahiti.
Yeah, it was epic being on the other side of the world and soaking up the good vibes and just getting away from it all and really waking up the fabulous, because every morning you wake up and it is truly a fabulous morning, a day, afternoon, evening, and the magic never stops when you're in Tahiti on a cruise ship.
Thank you for living your best life, Andy. And this is why I love coming and jamming with you on Wake the F Up, because you are literally manifesting quite consistently a beautiful life, the life of your dreams, or at least the first part of it, mate. And it's it's very inspiring to witness you in amongst it, living it, doing it, being it.
Thank you. And today we're going to be talking about the feeling your desires into existence. And this is a tool, a skill that we all are really learning to develop, because as we know, it's feeling first, manifestation second. And the more you can let go of the reality and get into the feeling, the more fun you're going to have and the more manifestations are going to happen, because you're being deliberate. You're a deliberate creator, feeling your desires into existence. That's what I'm talking about, Kat.
Yes, you are indeedy. And you know what I love about this topic is that it is the ultimate spiritual technology that we are using all day, every day. And the funny thing about this is that, when people get into the whole manifesting mode, it's almost like the misconception is that you're only manifesting when you mean to. But the truth is that you're feeling the way that you feel, the average energy, the average frequency, tonality that you're radiating in your heart, that you're resonating in your heart, is actually the way that you're attracting. And so understanding, and I love this line from Andy Dooley, it's feeling first, manifestation second. And if you can disengage from the story and from the actual physicality of life for a few moments, everybody, and learn about this actual spiritual technology of the energy that creates worlds, energy in motion, that's when you really start to unlock the true secrets of manifestation.
Amen to that. And now that's what we want to dive into today, is really unlocking that power that you have in any moment to feel a little bit better. And Kat has a variety of tools that she teaches with Nowism. I have tools from coaching and Inside the Manifestors Cafe. And one of the tools I love is, we've been using it recently in the cafe, is SAG. What can I right now be satisfied about? What can I appreciate right now? What am I grateful for right now? Mm-hmm. And really give yourself, the minimum is 68 seconds, thanks to Abraham Hicks. Can you go for 2 minutes? Can you go for 3 minutes of really being satisfied? I'm satisfied with this podcast. I'm satisfied with jamming with Kat. I'm satisfied with how things are unfolding for me. I'm appreciating the magic of technology. I'm appreciating my emotions. I'm appreciating that I'm the creator. I'm grateful for the journey. I'm grateful for the magic. I'm grateful for the contrast that gives birth to new desires. I'm grateful for being this character in this movie called my life.
So good. I love it. I love it so much. I love that Andy I'm sorry, I glitched out for a minute. I love how good you are at sort of extending the moment. Like as soon as you bring up a statement that's, appreciating something, being grateful for something, noticing something that's working, that automatically you get into a cruise control and actually milk the moment. And Nowism, we have a few tools and tips that we use as a Now Ninja in order to actually do that. One of them is, the Now Cow, milk the moment. But the other one is the simmer. And it's just like, if you imagine like when you have a beautiful sauce that you're cooking on a stove and you need to turn the heat down and just simmer. And I really like this sort of metaphor for the way that we use energy, because I think it's important that it's not just about high vibes only, like trying to stay excited and just be having this sort of adrenal blowout, but rather when we use this emotion, but we land it and we actually ground the energy and simmer and prolong the moment. I think that's really where we are changing the state of being. So it's really working for us in terms of manifestation. Yes.
Yeah, state of being. I've been saying it a lot, making videos too, saying it's not about manifesting. Let go of trying to manifest and focus more on your state of being deliberate about your mood, your attitude, the story you're telling yourself. And so, Kat, here's one of the big mistakes that I see a lot of people making is they're not really in tune with how they're really feeling. How are you really feeling? Because, we will sugarcoat it, we'll say our affirmations, but the more you meditate, the more you journal, the more you check in with how you're really feeling, then you'll know how you're really doing, because that's one of the most important ways to measure how you're doing as a deliberate creator is how you're feeling. And so if you're going through your day, of course you're going to have highs and lows, but if you're going through your day and you're consistently feeling satisfied, appreciative, and grateful, and you're having some glitches, that's okay. But if you can consistently be on a scale from 1 to 10 around a 7, or even a 6 is great. A 6 or 7, you're doing great. If you can be up at 9s and 10s, that's phenomenal. But if you can be consistently in the 7 or above club, then you really know that you're really being a deliberate creator and you're feeling your desires into existence.
Right. And isn't it really it's partly just about staying awake all day? When people begin the game of Nowism, which is a 12-week online experience that I run, quite often I'll get an email on week 3 or 4 and they're like, I've got my game plan and I'm playing my game, but I get halfway through the day and I'm like, I forgot to play the game. I forgot to stay awake. I stopped staying aware of how I feel. I wasn't noticing what I was thinking. I wasn't noticing how I'm feeling. And so, I think that part of the task, the challenge, the assignment is really switch on your awareness and actually just keep noticing, where are you coming in from right now? Where are you, as we'd say in Nowism, where are you flashing in from? What are you feeling right now? What are you thinking right now? What are you focusing on right now? Because the more awake that you can stay and the more the less sleepwalky that you can be, then you're more likely to actually catch yourself out and to notice, that focus isn't making me feel good. Is there a way that I can either reframe it, or maybe I should explore it to release it, or maybe I can just get off the topic, but noticing is one of the most hugest pieces of this. And isn't it the most honest piece, Andy? Our community can be a little bit sugarcoaty, like what you said. And I think being honest about how you're feeling, knowing that emotion is just a packet of energy. It's a unit of energy. It doesn't make you a failure just because you're feeling a little bit with some self-doubt or some worry or some fear. It's just an indication. It's just a guidance system. And so to be honest with ourselves, I think, is a really key piece.
Yeah, that honesty with yourself. And I feel journaling that I have been doing for now the past year, that's where I can really be honest with myself. I can really write down how I'm really feeling, or what I'm really thinking, and what I'm really scared about or excited about, or if I'm going through a difficulty, I can write that brutal, honest truth in my journal. And then I can go, yeah, okay, I was really angry about that situation or that thing that happened to me. And I can be honest about that instead of saying, well, it really wasn't that bad. But like, oh, am I still carrying that? So noticing is really key, and feeling your desires into existence is then saying, okay, yeah, I was just doing this with a coaching call with a client, and she's wanting to manifest. Ironically, she wants to manifest a man. I want to manifest a man, right? Manifesting. I want to manifest a man. And I said, okay, how would it feel if he was here right now? Instead of he's off in the future and you're on the way to him. And that's okay to feel optimistic, like, okay, he's coming, I'm on the way. But then also to feel like he's now in your life. So if you're listening, what would it feel like if you now had the healthy body? What would it feel like if you now had the money, if you had the house, the travel, if you had the business, if you had the subscribers, and that's where, like, pen to paper, the character in Nowism, Inca, get the pen to paper, write down the feeling, and then just simmer, right, from Nowism, simmer in that, milk that moment of just simmering in the emotion of appreciation, of abundance, of romance. It's here, it's now, it's present tense. And feel that energy and just keep it going. And this is where you have to go beyond the illusion, because it's just an illusion that you don't have it, but you do have it because it's a feeling that generates it. So you focus more on I like how Abraham says, the emotional journey, the emotion of it's here, I'm doing great, the money, the love, the health, the prosperity, it's all here now. That's the work, and not letting reality say, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes. And you know what, to be honest, like this is the bit where you've got to actually decide, are you willing to trade in who you've been, the character that you've practiced for probably 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, however old or young you might be on this path, like you're going to have to trade in an old personality and to be a new one. Now, the way that I do this, because honestly, everybody, this is the most uncomfortable part. You have to evict yourself from your own comfort zone. You have to stop being the well-crafted, wounded human that you've built over all of these years. And in order to do that, you've got to crack out of who you've been and start to rehearse the new state of being. And so the way that I do this is I go down to the beach, and I sometimes I wear headphones so that I don't look like a crazy cat lady. And then I just practice talking. And I talk as I walk, and I talk. And I've got the ocean, I've got a few other people and dogs and stuff, but I walk and I practice stepping into my greatest days. And I give thanks for all the goodness that's happening. I give thanks for the harmony that is everywhere present. I love that I have what I need when I need it. My life is just blooming into the greatest days. Like, I actually have to practice the nowness of the emotion, and be in the emotional journey. And this is actually one of the most horrifying parts of this practice, I think, is when you have to evict yourself out of your own personality. I mean,
you do.
How daggy, in Australia we'd use the word daggy, like how daggy is it to be enthusiastic all the time? It's like our culture's made it really unsexy to be positive, to be like on. It's like, it's just sexy to be all wounded and oh my God, it's just so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is 100%. And I love that. Like, you have, what is it? The victory walk, where you really walk and speak it. Now, one of the things I've been doing with my clients is we'll come up with an affirmation or a thought that makes them really feel good. And the one I've shared here before in the podcast is, I'm walking into one of the best chapters of my life. Like, that's a really general thought. Anybody can use it no matter where you're at in your life.
How great is it, though? It's that what you're actually saying there, Andy. What you're actually saying there is, I am stepping into one of the greatest chapters of my life. Like, it's such a huge statement. When you
it's
really
beautiful.
Get into the energetics. Yes.
Now, here's the thing. Instead of just saying it a few times in like, oh yeah, I got a text message reminder that says it, what you do is you say it, variations of it 10 times
Yes.
on your fingers, because that really forces you. You're going to go well past 68 seconds. So, you say, and you use your name too. I'd say like, Andy, you are walking into one of the best chapters of your life. All your love, all your power is now. That was one. Then I say it again. Andy, this is it. Your time is now. You're walking in to one of the best chapters of your life. The opportunities, the abundance, the love, it's all coming to you. You can't help it. You're walking into it. It's coming to you. So now I'm only 2 in. I've got 8 more to go. Then I say it again. I got balloons coming up. Did you make the balloons come up?
No.
They're little
balloons.
balloons.
Are all you, bro.
Thank you. It was so cute. I've seen these balloons.
It's so good. Thank you for manifesting balloons.
Yeah, that's right. I'm manifesting balloons. Kat's giving me balloons on the video screen, and I'm like, wait, where I see balloons coming in? Okay, so I challenge the listener right now to say, I'm walking into one of the best chapters of my life. Even if your reality looks completely opposite, like you think you're walking into the worst chapter of your life, tell yourself, no, I'm literally walking into one of the best chapters of my life, and count on your fingers. You got to say it 10 times. Play with it. Play with the energy. Add some things to it. Improvise. This is being a deliberate creator. This is caring about how you feel. And this is activating the feeling your desires into existence 10 times. That's challenging, but it's fun because every time you say it, you build momentum, and then your whole point of attraction changes.
I love that, Andy. I also like the whole physical, like use your fingers and actually notice, like, because the physicality, like embodying this practice is probably one of the gaps of success. Some people and can intellectually absolutely understand everything that we're saying, but talking about celebration is very different to being in a celebration. Like, woohoo, I did it! Like living from that expanded energy and just feeling the peace in your heart is very different to analyzing and just talking about it. So, thanks for bringing that in, because I think it's really essential.
It is. And you guys can take this and run with it and start using it. Whatever quote you've got, affirmation you're digging, piece of a story you're telling yourself, like do it 10 times. Count on your fingers, and you'll be amazed at how radically that starts to change your signature frequency.
So good. In the Thank Bank, we're on a similar vibe, because at the Thank Bank, I get people to deposit their gratitude 8 times, because it's appreciate or grateful or radiate. So we do 8 moments of gratitude so that you actually get into a momentum. And the momentum is everything. 68 seconds, says Abraham, and I think that getting the airtime is the key. And as we were sharing in the beginning of this podcast today, there is to get into the actual feeling is about actually shifting a state of being. And so in order to do that, you need to rehearse it. You need to get into like an actual momentum here. And so finding excuses to feel good is really the key. Abraham Hicks, remember, Andy, back in the day, we used to play the Abraham Hicks game, of the alphabet game. And you just, A is for awesome. And you just milk awesome. Tell a story about something that was awesome so that you're in the experience of that. B is for beauty. And then we talk about the flower.
Play it.
And talk about, yes, let's go. You start.
Yeah. Okay. Well, A is for awesome, because Kat is awesome and life is awesome.
B is for beauty. And one of the most beautiful things for me in this life is when I just see a flower that has bloomed and it's got this little moment of perfection. And there's something beautiful about the moment. It's something beautiful about being the witness. Beauty is one of those words that has a very calm feeling to it. Yes.
I love it. I'm feeling the beauty. C is for contrast. I love contrast because it gives me new desires. It brings me clarity. It's like, oh, that's what I don't want. This is what I do want. And then I focus on what I do want and how good that feels. Love contrast.
Wow. So good. I love the contrast. D is for delicious. May you acknowledge actually that sometimes music can be delicious. Sometimes looking at the beautiful blue sky with the clouds can be delicious. Of course, our food is delicious. You can rendezvous in a delicious moment with the human. Deliciousness is a beautiful thing to adopt into all aspects of life.
Oh, yeah. The cruise ship, there was so much delicious food. It was insane. I never take pictures of food. On the cruise ship, I was taking pictures of the food. It was delicious. Okay. E stands for excited. Deliberately saying, what am I excited about? And if you go nothing, then say, what could I be excited about? And looking for things to get excited about, little things, because that excitement is just like that. It raises the vibe. And you deliberately do it.
F is for fabulous. Wake the F up, everybody. Hello. Fabulosity to me is like turning up a good feeling. It's like the volume knob on a good feeling. And to be fabulous is just, I'm just going to milk this glory a little bit further than what most people would think is necessary. Fabulous is a little bit of audacity. Fabulous is sparkly. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. It's expanded. Fabulous is like it's like a spike of a good vibe.
Fabulous. Thank you. G is for greatness, activating your greatness, seeing the greatness in others, taking something that's good and making it great, going a little bit further and just like activating the greatness within you, your light within you. Allow yourself to be great.
So good. Great. G, A, B, C, F, G, H. I had to think about it. H is for high. The feeling of when you're high, the high vibe, the expanded view, to feel high, to feel holy, to feel the joy. It's like it is like one of the sweetest feelings in the whole world is when you just naturally have a high vibe.
Hi, I'm high right now. I'm talking to you, Kat.
Hi.
Okay. I stands for intuition. I love that we all have intuition, and that you can tune in, and it's a feeling, right? We're feeling your desires into existence. And so intuition is that higher self, your inner being, giving you that energy, that intuition. Ooh, I got an impulse to go this way. Ooh, I got a hunch to do this. Trust your intuition.
Intuition feels like magic, doesn't it? It's like when, you get that message. J is for joy. Joy is a smile on the dial. Joy is actually, it feels like it comes from within, as opposed to happiness or excitement that comes from, like, I see something and then it makes me feel something. Like, joy feels like an oozing of the divine. Joy feels like an extremely shiny, oozing high vibe. Joy.
Joy. Joyful. Okay, K, H-I-J-K. K stands for kisses. I love kisses, and kisses are such a beautiful thing. It's such a unique, beautiful human thing that we can give a friend a kiss, a lover a kiss. We can give a dog or a cat a kiss. We little kisses, and what a little, just like a little love spark, a love energy that you can give, and you can just kiss the sky, kiss the nature, kiss a cup of coffee, tell someone to kiss my ass, kisses.
It's so great when you get kissed by the universe too, like a little winks, little kisses. That's a magic feeling again.
Yeah.
L is for luxurious.
Ooh.
And luminous. Ooh. Yes, luxurious is where it is to feel the great abundance, the inexhaustible goodness that's coming in from everywhere. There is a relentless expression of abundance in this universe, and when you really tap into it, everything feels luxurious.
Oh, what a great word, luxurious. M, milk it, milking the magic. Yep. Milk the now cow from nowism. And so when magic is happening and magic moments are being created, Momentum. There's a lot of good M words coming now. Momentum, magic, milk it. Momentum. Let's go with momentum. I like momentum even better. Momentum of one thought leading to another thought. Momentum of summoning energy from the field, thoughts from the field, building a momentum of a positive emotion so it becomes your signature frequency. Momentum.
I love it. LMN. N is for nice. Nice. Nice is it's a cruise control vibe, you know. Nice is it's just nice. And it's got this little yes energy to it, the yes energy of niceness. But it's like it's like not too spiky. Nice is a grounded, good feeling. When things are nice, it's like it's in a steady flow. In Andy's momentum, you know, it's nice, and it's that nice, and it's continuing niceness. Nice is a good thing to be. Let's be nice to each other.
Nice. That is really good. I like that cruise control analogy. Okay. MNO. I'm going to go with simple, really, opportunity. Opportunities. Just like there's opportunities everywhere. And this is like breaking, like Kat said earlier, evicting yourself out of your comfort zone and not being so focused on, well, there's the only thing that I can do and I don't like that and I don't want this. No, there's opportunities everywhere. More opportunities exist now for love, for laughter, for abundance, for new careers, job opportunities than have ever existed on planet Earth. So be open to the opportunities.
So good. I love a good opportunity. Opportunities find me. P is for poise. Poise. Poise has a readiness. It's on the edge of the nowness of this moment. Poise has a availability to spring forwards, but it's also rested. It's almost like resting in the unfolding. Abraham Hicks would say, happy where I am, eager for more. It's the poised readiness. And I think that like there's something delicious about being on the edge of the now and feeling poised for greatness, feeling poised for more abundance, feeling poised for deliciousness and intimacy, feeling poised and ready to have more genius, glorious feedback from the universe.
That is so good. Poised. Okay, Q. Q stands for quiet. Quiet your mind. Quiet down the thoughts, sit, meditate, drop in, just listen to the quiet, listen to, the clock ticking, and just quiet yourself so you can be poised, so you can manifest the opportunities and you can milk magic moments out of the mundane.
Yeah, good job. I had my next letter, R. R is for rapture. Rapture feels like, it's at the upper echelons of the vibrational stock market. To feel rapture is now you're just letting the goodness have you. You're letting it ravage you. You're letting the goodness just absolutely take over. Rapture is a deep, glorious celebration of the divine.
S, rapture. I love that rapture. S. S stands for steady. Being steady and in your flow, steady with your story, steady in your focus, just that steady, consistent, steady. Be steady.
I love it. T is for tenacious. Tenacious, to be like a little bit out there, a little bit ready to like bring it. Tenacious is like it's a little bit audacious. It's about stepping forwards and taking a risk. Tenacity is like it's sticking with it, right? Push through. You've got this.
Yeah, loving the journey. I want to go back to S and say, I should have said sexy. Come on, let's have some fun here. Sexy, being your full, authentic self and loving yourself and loving the journey and being just sexy, not necessarily like in a sexual way, but just confident and just like, the universe is my best friend. The universe has got my back. The universe is surprising and delighting me everywhere I go. Okay, so I redid sexy.
Thank you for bringing sexy back. You is for unity. Unity. I like to have a little cup of unity, and every now and again I will also drink variety. But I think the whole trick of really being in the now is witnessing our variety as unity, looking for the oneness in all things, seeing that we all belong together, seeing how, there's a connection here, there's an expansion here, there's a way of turning up in the present moment where you actually feel the unity of all things.
Unity, oneness. V, I got to give this one to Abraham Hicks, Vortex. And I just love how they were the first ones to explain that everything that we've been asking for is being held in our vortex. That really is a game shifter when you really understand that nothing's gone wrong. It's all being held for you, and you're always being called into your vortex. The path, you're always on the path, and that it's always being reorchestrated, recalculated. You turn left, you turn right. It doesn't matter. The whole universe recalculates, and everything that you've been asking for is queued up and in your vortex. It's waiting there. It's yours. And the work is to, feel your desires into existence, and it's all being held for you in the vortex. I love that.
Yes, I love that too. It's very quantum fieldy. So V, QSTU, V, W. W's for worthiness. We call this the anticlimax to the game of nowism, the bit where you know that by activating this one vibration, all of your dreams can actually come true. Feeling worthy, feeling like you're allowed to thrive, knowing that all of your needs are allowed to be abundantly met. Worthiness is really the secret key to manifestation. And so having a daily practice around worthiness actually allows us to rest in who we are and to practice this feeling of love, belonging, and knowing that all is well, actually.
X stands for X marks the spot. Where you are is exactly where you need to be. Nothing has gone wrong. From here, you can get to there because you're feeling your desires into existence. Don't let the circumstances and the reality dictate how you feel, because circumstances don't matter. Only my state of being matters. Only your state of being matters, thanks to Bashar with that quote. But X marks the spot. Right now, where you are is the perfect place and to get to where you want to go. And if you start feeling your desires into existence using what we're teaching on the podcast, you can get there.
Right? Why? Because we said so. That's why. No, Y is for the yes energy, the good, glorious yes energy. Yes energy is open. Yes energy is available. Yes energy is a smile. Yes energy is alkaline. The yes energy is inviting. It is a tick. It is a green light. Yes energy is a good general vibe to connect with every day.
Z. I'm going to go with a game from Improv Comedy. Kat, I know we've played it. Zip, Zap, Zop. And the reason I'm going with a game called Zip, Zap, Zop is because I played it on the cruise with a small group of us. Zip, Zap, Zop. It's a game that comes from Improv Comedy, and it's all about being in the moment, having fun, being playful, and being focused and present. And it's just such a fun game. And I love that we just spontaneously played this game. And it reminds me of just how powerful it is to go through the alphabet and how completely our point of attraction, you've been listening, your point of attraction has changed. Do this on your own. I recommend journaling out A through Z and really spending a few 15 seconds on each letter. Do it in your mind, do it on pen and paper, do it with a friend. That was really amazing, Kat. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Likewise, Andy. And I really want to acknowledge doing it with a friend. Andy's one of my buddies for this. I also want to acknowledge David Rotman and Sark. Sark has some beautiful work online out there, personal development style, but they also love the alphabet game. This is a big acknowledgement to Abraham Hicks, but finding a buddy who you can bounce with, who will simmer in the moment. It's actually a beautiful reason to come together and to just hang out in a vibe, and not talk shit to each other, actually. Like, let's connect and raise our energy and be really constructive by using the spiritual technology deliberately. It's a really cool thing to have with a buddy, a jamming buddy. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Kat. Yeah, it made me think like, wow, I could have done this on the cruise, because every night we'd have dinner, oftentimes with different people. Be like, hey, let's go around the table and play the alphabet game. So anyway, I'm going to do this week in the cafe. I'm going to get people doing this again, because, man, talk about a deliberate focus on words that feel good and then a little bit of explanation. Wow, like I am so buzzing right now.
Yeah, you can also use stories, everybody. Like, so, for like A is for awesome. One of the most awesome times in my life was when I stood at Victoria Falls in Zambia and I witnessed like this huge 1.7 kilometer waterfall, and I couldn't even think straight. Like, it was awesome. But you can use memories and so that you can actually connect where you have felt awesome, where you felt beauty, where you felt like charisma. It's a lot of fun. Thanks for jamming.
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up here. This has been phenomenal. I love this podcast, Wake the F Up, and I love this exercise. And I think you now listening definitely have more insights and clarity on feeling your desires into existence. If you have more questions, please email us, Kat or me, and we'd love to answer your questions on the podcast or just via email, whatever that might be.
And if you want to know more about Andy Dooley's amazing work, please go to andydooley.com and check out the Manifestors Cafe. And if you want to know more about me, go to katdawes.com to learn about the game of Nowism. There's so many fun things to participate in. Thank you so much, Andy, for turning up today. I totally loved today. So look forward, everybody. Here's to raising the vibe and actually feeling the energy so that you can manifest your desires.
Woohoo! Thank you, everybody. Bye for now.
Ciao.
Yeah, so that's the show. Thank you for joining us. Please subscribe, share it with a friend. We love you. Let's keep creating the good vibes, mastering our state of being, and making the best of everything.
If you want to know more about the great Andy Dooley and the Manifestors Cafe, you can check the links below. If you would like to know more about the game of Nowism and building that toolbox for your consciousness, then check us out. We'll see you there.
Woohoo!
Yeah, baby.